Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna. In Bhaktivedanta Hospital for last 24 years, we are reciting Shikshashtakam. Shikshashtakam is like ocean of unlimited pearls that so many years have passed, but people are still speaking on that. Unending explanations are there. So, Ashlishava Padaratam Pinashtumam Adarshanan Marmahatam Karotuva Yatha Tathava Vidadhatu Lampato Mat Prananathastu Sa Evana Paraha. This is the last verse of Chaitanya Shikshashtakam. And to ponder on that, our life is filled with so many events. Most of them are not pleasant. Some of them are pleasant. Those are spiritual, they are very pleasant. And those which are, connected to our life and our duties, sometimes they are not very pleasant. And unpleasant things discourage us. Pleasant things make us happy. But the most important thing is, how do we remain happy all the time through all these challenging situations, which are mostly unpleasant and not very encouraging. The only thing which can make us happy, even through the challenging situations, is the faith that everything is ordained by the Lord and everything is ordained by the Lord for our good, for our welfare, true welfare, and it does not do anything that is bad for us. We may not even know how any unpleasant, so-called unpleasant thing is good for us or it is meant for our welfare. As much as when the child is, I always give this example in so many forums, the child needs injection for his health and the child is not cooperative. So mother gets 4 or 5 strong men to hold the boy and then there is an injection given. And the mother is even considered by the child as a demoness. She's a demoness. What kind of mother is she? She's so cruel. I can't expect my mother to be so cruel. But the same child grows up and comes to know one time he had a typhoid and his mother took him to a hospital and mother brought 4 strong, hefty men to hold him and poked him with a big needle. But he'll say, Mother, thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing that thing for me. So what is the difference between the two? At one point of time, the child is saying, Mother, you are a demon. And the second point of time, the child is saying, thank you very much. The difference is knowledge, that the mother is the real well-wisher. And understanding that mother has done everything so-called unpleasant for my welfare, actually. But what if the child who doesn't understand as a baby has an understanding right from beginning that whatever my mother does is simply for my good? So by the association of devotees, we come to know that our life may have so many unpleasant events, but all of them are actually meant for our welfare. They are tailor-made for our individual upliftment, and they are all good for us. That's why the gopis can dare to say, Ashlishava Padaratam Pinashtumam. Kunti can dare to say, let the calamities can come again and again. This daring or this courage can come only because of the unflinching faith on the Lord, that my Lord is perfect, My Lord is so kind, He's so compassionate, He loves me. How can He ever think bad about me or bad for me? He will do everything what is good for me. And that gives us so much faith that not only we can go through the event of challenges, but we are also blissful at the same time. We can be blissful, not even just go through crying and successfully get out, but crying. No, you can go through it in a very blissful state of gratitude and happiness in the middle of the miseries. This is one of the miracles of Krishna consciousness. One of the miracles of Krishna consciousness is that we can remain blissful in the middle of the most worst crisis of our life. We can keep smiling and not artificially just because we have to show that we are transcendental. Truly from within the heart, you can remain blissful in the middle of most painful crisis of life. Only with the faith that Jethe Zato Tethe Tu Maza Sangati Salavishi Hati Dharuniya. Wherever I go, my Lord, I know you are with me. You're holding my finger. You are making me walk through all the situations of life. And thank you. And thank you, my Lord, for that. I'm very grateful to you that you are there every moment to help me. How much I should thank you for your kindness and compassion. So, one more last point I want to tell, that when things happen in life and we are like go through and we are neutral, that's one situation. But when things happen in our life which are painful and we are thankful to the Lord and we offer obeisances to the Lord, not only are gone through without complaining, of course, but we are grateful. And not only we are grateful, but we offer our obeisances while going through those painful situations. What happens is it arouses the compassion of the Lord. भगवान की करुणा इससे उद्दीपित होती है, इससे आकर्षित होती है. So if you want to invoke the compassion of the Lord, I think we should be grateful to the Lord. The moment the Lord sees my devotee, this devotee of mine is going through such challenges, such pains, such difficult situations, but look at him, he's still thanking me for that. How do I keep quiet? How can I sit quiet in my abode? I need to shower my mercy upon him, accepting as him as my own, or her as my own. So last line is that being grateful invokes the compassion of the Lord. And once one receives the compassion of the Lord, then there is bliss everywhere, whether you are going through happy or unhappy situations. Thank you very much. Ashlishava padaratam pinastumam. Mat prananathastu saeva naparaha. You remain my Lord, irrespective of you ditch me or embrace me, you show your compassion or not, but I am your eternal servant all the time. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, you're welcome.
Can I ask, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please ask.
Prabhuji, very nice. Thank you for this nice talk, Prabhuji. Very nicely you mentioned that, whenever you're going through difficulties, thank the Lord. Now, the thing is, one is thanking the Lord externally, one is thanking the Lord from our heart, from the core. At least I'm speaking for myself, that thanking from the heart doesn't come very often, especially when it's very severe, challenging time. How to make it, how to make it come out more often from the heart? What could I do to make it come out?
Please associate with the devotees who are doing it from the heart. You have to search for such devotees and associate with them, take inspiration from them, see how they do it when their time comes, and keep practicing. It is a matter of practice. It doesn't come. See, gratitude of the Lord to the Lord is not an overnight, achievement. You need to practice. You need to cultivate your faith. You need to go through small and big challenges in life, and be sincere that you want to thank. At least theoretically, you should study that. Yes, I want to thank. I should thank. I know it is for my good, but I fail to thank. Let me thank my Lord. I want to I want to pray to you that I should be able to thank you. You should be sincere. You should be humble and sincere, and Lord will definitely bless us. But do associate and find out those people who are in that mood. And I'm sure you'll find plenty of such devotees in your life around you. And Lord has made all the arrangement for whatever your sincere desire is. The Lord has made the arrangement for you. He will show you the way.
Just relate to this question. Say, if suppose we have
Loudly,
some,
please.
yeah, related to the same question. Say, suppose we have anarthas, some a particular anartha in us. It's also like a challenging situation. So can we use the same example? What you're saying? And thank the Lord for giving us this anartha and helplessly
we are we are not.
help.
Anartha is not because of the Lord. Anartha is because of our past
It's a
karma.
challenge situation for us. Yes, the anartha is because of myself. We have created that challenge situation for us. But I'm asking, can you use that challenge situation? Can you dovetail it to beg the Lord or to take more shelter of the devotional process?
Yeah, finally, as it is mentioned that Kamyad Gopyaha Dveshyat Chedihi Krodhat Hanumanta. All those, there's a verse is there, na, which I don't know by heart, which says that gopis use all the kama in service to Lord. Hanuman uses anger in service to Lord. Even Chedi, that is Shishupal, used his envy against the Lord for connecting with him. Bhayat Kamsa. Kamsa used the fear to connect with the Lord. So all their so-called anarthas were dovetailed in service to the Lord, and somehow they achieved the Lord in different forms, not in a particular like the highest of realizations, but they did dovetail their anarthas in connection with the Lord, and their anarthas got purified, and they got actually the highest benefit in one sense. So we also have anarthas. Ultimately, I feel it all boils down to the prayer that we really offer to the Lord. We don't know what we are doing, whether we're double telling, we are doing acting, we are doing hypocrisy. We don't know anything what we are doing. It's all jumbled up, mixed up with so many anarthas we have, and we may even fool ourselves sometimes. What to speak of others. So basically, I think with all the anarthas that we have, we need to offer sincere prayer to the Lord. But ultimately, Lord knows that we are filled with anarthas, but this guy is serious and this guy is very sincere. He's very honest and very, transparent. So let me show my mercy to him. So let us be that honest and transparent, humble devotee, so that the Lord will hear our prayers and we hope to get out sometimes.
Thank you so much, Rohit. Thank you.
Hari bol. Anybody else has any question?
Hari bol.
Jai Balkrishna Prabhu.
Yeah, with your permission, I will take your example and try to explain what my feelings are. The spiritual realization and advancement, it comes bit by bit. It doesn't come immediately, and it may takes decades to come to that position of getting a taste in chanting or developing a faith. Faith cannot be developed immediately only by saying. Even recently, Maharaj also said that you may achieve and accomplish so many things in your life, but unless and until direct mercy of Krishna comes or a senior devotee comes, you will not get realization or the result. Now, what we hear from Bhagavatam and what we say while preaching and counseling, that all these difficulty and troubles which you are facing, you should accept it, because there is not anything against you, but it is a plot of Lord to purify you. Now, how to realize this? I was trying, because as I say, I am very bold to say that you are my Shiksha Guru, and I was taking you as a standard, like we are chemical engineer. Whenever we say something, we always keep standard. Like in the chemistry titration, there has to be a standard. So when I was watching the recently how you undergone through the very, very difficult situation, and not only you were undergoing the situation, our whole group, those who were chanting together, they were also praying sincerely. And when you appeared, when you prakat ho gaya, when you have manifested on the japa group, everybody was cheerful, everybody was happy, and they were celebrating rather. And that has developed faith in them. Yes, chanting, yes, just give the result. And then we all took you as a reference, and then it worked. And then it develops and imbibes faith in all one, a group member, that yes, chanting is, yes, it does give result, but you have to have a patience. Thank you very much. Hare
What was
Krishna.
your question?
I was having a comment with your permission.
Okay,
That is
okay,
what I said.
okay,
I
okay.
have no
Thank you.
question, but I say that how it worked as far as faith is concerned. When we see you, how you face it, because it is not so easy. Vishwarup Prabhu, I'm watching you since 1992 from the Barsana Camp 1 from me. And I'm observing it, and that every moment, every incident, how you face it, that gives us a strength, and it gives us a leading the way how we should tackle the situation. Because as you know, that tackling with Maya is not a joke. It is not so
Life
simple.
is made of the mercy of all devotees.
Yeah, I see. That is what I say.
Devotees have been so kind all throughout the journey. Today, in just evening today, while taking dinner, me and my wife were discussing that we have gone through so many situations, but every time the devotees were all around, and our life is so much fulfilled with their love, compassion, and help and support. Where what we would have been if devotees were not there in the on the path of our life, we would have gone mad actually. But we still smile because the devotees are all the time there. They were there, they are there, they will be there. We have the full faith, and the Lord is so kind that He is enveloping us all the time with the mercy of the devotees. So our life is made of the mercy of devotees, of which there is no doubt. Hare Krishna. So we end here. If there is no other question, we like to end here. Anybody else? Any question? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर भगवान की जय.
Jai. Hari Bol.